Well guys, I'm not going to get a lot done today. I've got all the bits to alter my pipe work from the pond to the filter, but I'm not going to get anything done on that today, so I should probably end up down the bottom shed working on the RDF. It was like this when I got up, and it's now 11 o'clock and it's still raining, so I'm not going to get much done today, I'm afraid. But we'll nip and I'll nip and show you what's come for my pipe work. So we'll pop to the filter house and have a look at that. Okay, got a brolly up to keep my camera dry, so we'll nip and have a look in the filter house, get it unlocked. We'll just wait until the camera gets used to the light. Everything in here is all good, everything's working fine. I'm a bit cramped at the minute because I've got all sorts of stuff in here. Bits from the RDF and that sort of thing. This is my bits that's come. Now, not wanting to fit any more gate valves, I've had enough of them. I did order a 3-inch ball valve, and this is what came. It's absolutely massive. That is huge. I don't know whether you can get some idea of the size of that thing, but that's my hand against it. It is massive. That is some piece of kit, that is. Very good quality. I think it was about £50, I'm not sure. But heck of a unit that is. Well pleased with that. And I've got all my other bits in here. Let's just take that out. I've got all my other elbows, tees and that sort of thing ready. So I've got the stuff here ready to go. It's just a matter of the weather now. Getting it dug out, get the pond shut down and getting it all fitted. Which is going to be quite some job, that is. But there you go, it's got to be done. I have to say, since I ordered all this, the sieve filter's been absolutely spot on. It's not lacked water at all, so whether we've just got a blockage somewhere or what, I don't know, but it seems to be running fine now. Pond temps coming down now. We're getting cooler nights, so you can see it better. We're down to about 14.5, 14.6 pond temp, so it is coming down quite dramatically. It's only about 13 here today anyway. It's a bad rainy day at the moment, but that's the pond temp. I'm back up to about running 115 watt on the, if you can see it, 115 watt on the pump. So I've turned that back up a bit from 100 watt and everything's fine, so we're doing a little bit better with that. But everything else, there's not a lot to tell in the filter house. Everything's working fine. The RDF's purring away. It's not a problem at all. So it's nothing I can do outside today, so it's going to be going down the other shed and getting on with the RDF down there. Okay, we'll have a walk down the other shed, if you bear with me, and we can see how we're getting on in there. The sieve filter, like I say, the sieve filter is spot on now. I'm not having any problems with it at all. It's not lacking water. Just as soon as I'd ordered them bits, it went started to perform okay again. But as you can see, it's caught quite a bit of dirt. I've got that to clean out. But let's nip and have a look in the other shed. We'll get this unlocked. Okay, now just bear with me a second, we'll put some light on. Oh, I'll get my brolly let down. Okay, here we are in the bottom shed. This is the RDF. I've got all the drum and everything out. I have actually turned it round at the moment because I'm working on this end. I'm getting all the drive and everything done this end. That's all ready and finished now, ready to go. I've just got to box it in, and to make it look a bit tidier, I've still got all the water pump and everything to go on there yet. Get the spray jets connected up, but I've got that to do yet. But that's how far I am on with the RDF. The drum's down there. I've got the drum out at the moment. But we're pressing on with that as hard as we can. I'm going to be getting on with the spray jets today, hoping to get them fitted. They're here and ready to go. I've got the pipe. I think I've got all the bits, so I shall be getting on with that, giving that a go today. Well, good morning everybody, and what a beautiful morning we've got this morning. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely and warm. They're giving it over 20 plus today, 23, 24, so looking forward to that one. My pond, I have to put my hands up and admit, has been a bit neglected in this past couple of weeks, for the simple reason I've been trying to push on with the RDF, trying to get that done, plus other things as well. So what I want to do today is drop a bit of water out of it and do a good water change on it. I haven't done one for a while, so I thought I might as well get my pond vac out, hoover it out and let the water run to the garden. So I want to get that done, but I am going to have to shut my filter down while I do this, because obviously it's gravity fed to the actual sieve filter, and that will stop if I get it too low. So I'm going to just shut everything down for 10-15 minutes just while I get it hoovered out, and kill two birds with one stone, I suppose it is really. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get it hoovered out. I want to get all these lilies trimmed back as well now. They're getting a bit out of hand. I want to cut them back a bit. So plenty to do this morning. It's tempting to go in my shed and carry on with the RDF, but I've got to restrain myself and get some pond work, some badly needed pond work done. So I'm going to push on with that at the moment. There was just one thing I wanted to show you. Now I've shut everything down, I've let the water come through into the sieve filter, so my pond calculations of my water level were spot on. That's just left an inch at the top, which is how I intended it to be, so that's not bad at all. My pond level calculations were just right. I've let the water through until it stopped running, so that is now at the same level as my pond level, so not too bad at all. Okay guys, there we go. I've took 3 or 4 inches out, I suppose, through the pond vac, as you can see. I hope so anyway. About 3 or 4 inches I've taken out, and that'll do. I shall now just slowly top that back up again and get everything back up and running. Okay guys, what I've done now is I've got everything connected. The wipers back in, or the motor, the drive motor's back in. So we're all connected up. What I'm going to do, the partition wall I've got in level, I haven't got it bolted yet, but it's in level. What I want to do is give it a run just to see how things go and how it performs. So I've got the 12 volt reducer on there. I'm going to plug it in and we're going to see how things run. So here goes. Oh, that's excellent. That's working really well. Nice and quiet, and the drum's turning a treat. That's brilliant. And there's quite a bit. It's amazing how strong them motors are. There's quite a bit of resistance there. If you try slowing it down, you can hardly stop it. So yeah, excellent. And there she is, all up and running. And that's a nice speed as well for the drum. Just going at a nice pace. So quite happy with that. All good. That little bit of blue tape you see going around there, I've just put that on there to hold the actual trapdoor shut. In case it drops open while I've got this going. I've just taped it shut. That will obviously be removed. But yeah, well pleased with that. Working a treat. Well guys, I hope you can see that. It's a bit cloudy in there, but I've given the lilies a right old knocking back. I've really taken some leaves off them, trimmed them right up. As you can see, I've got lily leaves everywhere. But the pond's a bit cloudy at the moment now, so you're not going to see a lot in there. I've really stirred things up. I've got the filters and my RDF up and running again, because I want it to filter most of this dirt out while it's still floating. I don't want it to settle, so I've got them back up and running as soon as I possibly can. I'm still topping it up very slowly, but that's another good job done. Now I can get on with my RDF. But first, I've got all this lot to tidy up, and the wife informs me I've got to cut the grass as well. So it's going to be a while yet, but I'll get all this lot put away and cleared up, and I might even just let that settle a little bit, and so none of that dirt settles on the bottom. I'm going to give it a sweep round. I think while the pond's messed up, I might as well go for it and get it all tidied up in one go. Well, there you go. That's the lawn cut. I've been ever such a good boy and cut the lawn. It's all put away, everything's cleared up. It's gone a bit dull, so it could rain, I think, but it don't matter if it does now. What I'm going to do is, I've got my brush here, so I'm just going to whip round now with the brush to make sure we stir it all up. I want to give it a good stirring up now, so that the filters can handle all the dirt that's in there. Any that's settled that I've stirred up is what I want to move off the bottom now. But I'll give it all a good sweeping round, so it'll be all clouded up again. But all this clouding up is only removing it from the pond. The filters will get it, and that's what they're there for. So I'll get on and give it a good brushing. And there we go, that's it all done. I don't know whether you'll see too much, there's a bit of glare on the pond. That's it all done and swept out. It's nice and cloudy in there at the moment, but like I always say, the RDF will sort that out. It is triggering a lot more often, so it is taking it out. I can't see the bottom, that is a fact. The old lily's got a major trimming today. I've really been a bit cruel on them. Took them well back. They were taking over the pond basically, so they wanted fetching back a bit. But I can't believe how big that one. That there is just one lily, and that's its first year. I think that's the only lily I'll need next year. It's become massive, I can't believe it. But that's that all done. I shall now put my brush away. The trouble is it's about 4 o'clock, tea time, or it will be very shortly, so is it worth starting on the RDF at this late time of the day? It's come over awfully cloudy, so probably rain in a minute. But that's that done anyway. I've had a good old day on pond maintenance and got it all sorted out. Pretty much have done what I wanted to do. There is just one thing over here. This thing, I just can't believe it. We're getting quite a bit of dirt up, as you can see at the moment, but that is running now at 145 watt and it's keeping up with it. No water shortage at all, so I could turn it up some more. That is actually slowing the flow, but it's running perfect at the moment, absolutely spot on. And I did actually go in the pond today in my chest waders, and believe you me, the fish might think 15 degrees is good, but I found it a bit cold after a while. And I've got to try to get in there to block that bottom drain off. Oh dear, not looking forward to that one. But I mean, I know the sieve filter's going alright at the minute, but this could happen any time, and if it happens in the winter it'd be a nightmare. So I still want to do it, really. I want to get it done, but I want to get this RDF done as well, so it's a bit of a job at the moment. But there we go guys, that's today's work on the pond all done and finished. Okay, what I'm going to do now, before I get the drum back in or any of that, I'm going to fit, while everything's out, my two 2-inch, I have 2-inch tank connectors either side on the bottom, but I'm going to put my two 2-inch down here somewhere, and that'll be my outlet, which will go to the actual moving bed. I've got them here. I've also got, the seals, and I've got two 40mm, they're 50mm. I've got two 40mm in the seals. There will be my inlets, which will go into the other end of the box. So I'm going to fit them next while everything's out, stripped out, the drum's out of the actual RDF, So I'm going to fit them next while they're easy to fit. And there we go guys, in and fitted. I mean, some people say, do you put sealer on your tank connectors? No, I don't. I don't think it's necessary. You will need sealer if you put the rubber sealing washer on the wrong side, but no, I don't put sealer on them. Some ask, do you put a seal on both sides of the tank connector? No, I don't, because that's a complete waste of time. If you're going to leak water, if you put your seal on this side where the nut is, the water will seep up the thread. So putting a seal on there is a waste of time because it's seeping up the thread and the seal doesn't go into the thread. So put your seal on your tank connector first, then put it in the hole, then put your nut on and tighten it up. You can have it which way. You can have the nut inside or outside, it doesn't really matter. The seal is on the head of the actual tank connector, between that and the face of the wall. So there's no threads involved there. So you can have it this way round, you can put your nut on the other side and have it the other way round. It really doesn't matter. Just make sure you put your seal on your tank connector first, put your tank connector in the hole, put your nut on and tighten it up, and that won't leak. There's a quick look from the inside of the filter. That's well down there out of the way of the drum, and I'm not sure whether you can see it, but the seal is on there. I'm blocking the light out a little bit, but the sealer is on the tank connector on the inside, and that won't leak. Okay guys, the RDF so far. The drive's all in and working. All the plumbing is connected up to the spray jets. They're all in and done. The drum's all in and working. I've got the waste chute all in, fitted and ready to go. The seal's on the drum. The waste unit's all ready to go. It's in and connected. I've got all my inlets and outlets, they're all connected. So we're really getting close now. As I say, the drum is all in, connected up. You've seen it working. That works fine. I'm well pleased with that. I haven't tried the actual plumbing yet because I've had no water in it, obviously. I'm eager to give that a try and see how we go with that. Actually, I'm a bit apprehensive. I might have to add another jet in here. I think these, although they say they should be that far apart, I think for this job we're going to have to reduce it slightly, so I might want to add another spray jet in there, but we'll see how it goes. I've put couplers on both sides of this, so all I have to do is undo them and I can lift it out, which will make it easier for adding another piece of pipe if I need another spray jet in there. And also I can take it out when I'm putting the mesh on, because it'll make it a lot easier for fitting the mesh. So that's the reason for them. But apart from that, everything's looking good. I think we're virtually ready to go, as I say, apart from the electrics. Well guys, after its big assault yesterday and massive clean out, it's all come quite well. Looks really good today, nice and clean in there. The water's getting back to normal. A good job done yesterday. All really went well and cleaned it up nicely. The lily down there, I don't know whether you can see it, it's still chucking leaves up. That one there, it's still throwing leaves up. The little lily, it's throwing leaves up, so I've still got more to come yet, but they should soon start to be backing off a little bit once the weather starts to cool down a little. But yeah, after its big hit yesterday, the pond's all back to normal and running well. The fish are all in there enjoying it, they love it. They look like they want something to eat again, but then again they always do. They're always willing to eat. But yeah, well pleased now. I had a good day yesterday, giving it a big massive clean out, and it's all hunky-dory and running nice again today. Now there was one or two did mention that the problem with the flow to my sieve filter could be all the rubbish coming off these lilies causing the problem. Well, to be honest, I think they're dead right. It is all this rubbish coming off the lilies that's causing the problem. But the thing is, through normal 3-inch pipe it won't get stuck, it should just flow through it. The problem is coming from the actual gate valve in the bottom. There's a seal or something causing problems with debris getting hooked on it and caught on it. So that is the problem really. It's not so much the debris, because the sieve filter will take that out, leaves and whatever. But it's what it's getting caught on on the way to the sieve filter that's the problem. And I believe there's either a seal or something come out of one of them gate valves, because there's no resistance on that. You can just push that plunger in and out as easy as you like. There's just nothing there to that shows any resistance to show it's working properly. So I believe that's what's causing the problem. That's where all this debris from the lilies is getting caught. So thank you for your ideas and your comments. I'm always willing to listen, and I do enjoy getting them. I'm still learning the same as everybody else. Always pleased for any advice anybody's got. I'm always willing to listen. Let's face it, none of us finish learning as far as ponding goes. But I can't wait to get that RDF up and running now. We're so close now, but unfortunately that will be in the next one. So all it leaves me to say, guys, is thanks for watching. Do take care, and as always, happy ponding.